Another episode of Mindset Monday here on April 15th. Now, if you are watching this in the United States, well, today is also known as tax day. But anyhow, it's all good. So now what I want to do is share something from a positive standpoint. And this is going to be my third and final part of Mindset Monday on 3 ways to have a better day. And just to kind of recap over the last 2 parts of having 3 ways to have a better day, was we started out with number 1 was doing something for our mind, right? And that can look like a lot of different things. When we get up, first part of the day is one of those things is, but not to do is not to get on your phone, start looking at social media, not looking at the news would be another thing, to start your day out with something positive. The second part of the 3 ways is doing something for your body, right? So we have mind, and then body is getting your body moving. Now that could be something as simple as just maybe walking your neighborhood. It may be that you're going to the gym, you're riding your bike, whatever that may look like, is getting your body moving and getting blood flow going, especially the first thing of the day. So better 3 things. We talk mind, body, and today the last one I'm going to talk about is doing something for your soul. Now that can look a lot of different ways. I will share with you as a Christian. For me, as I start my day, each day of the morning is for doing something for my soul. What that looks like for me is that looks like being in prayer. It also is being in scriptures, being in the Bible and reading scriptures. It also may be that it could look something like for you is that you maybe are reading some faith-based book, depending on what your faith is, or watching some kind of podcast or something there that you're feeding your soul. Okay. Or it may be that you just you just meditate, or being out in nature, going out and being in nature, good for your soul. Being one of the challenges for me is being in silence, and that is is just sitting quietly and not even really meditating, but it's just like, just kind of blocking out the world for a given time, because there's so many things that come into our world each and every day. And so doing something for your soul is what feeds you. I know for me is, what gives me energy. And so when we start looking at starting our day each day, is really be thinking about, what can I do these three things? And it doesn't have to be like 20 different things. Is, my morning routine roughly takes me about 40 minutes from the time that I get up. It didn't start that way. It started much smaller. I meditate in the morning, and my meditation period has gotten a little bit longer, but I can do all these things. And then, except for the body, and then I go to the gym and I'll spend, roughly an hour, at the gym. But all of those things are so important to me, because, and I want you to be thinking about that, none of these things that you have to do. You don't have to do any of these, other than a couple of things that we have to do in life. And one of those is, paying taxes. And so you don't even have to do that. There's consequences that fall with that if you don't. But here's what I want to leave you with today, is that I want you to change your mindset and reframe it is that instead of I have to do these things, is that you get to choose to do these things. It's just a choice. You can do them or you not do them. And there's benefits and consequences for whichever way that you choose. And remember is that, anytime that you fly, when they're doing the safety briefing on the plane and they talk about the oxygen mask when it drops down, right? It doesn't say, hey, make sure you put the oxygen mask on everyone around you to make sure that you can save them first, and then put it on yourself. No, they don't say that. What do they say? Put your mask on. Why? Is because if the cabin is losing oxygen and then you don't have your mask on and you pass out, then who can you help, right? And then you become a liability for someone else. Is put your mask on first and then help others. This is why it's so important as we start our day with these simple things, mind, body, soul, and we start to fill our cup. Then what we're able to do, we're more able to fill other people's cups, those around us, right? Our family, those that may work for you, colleagues, whatever, that the community in general, the world in general. Okay. So look at they're simple. This isn't rocket science. None of these things are. But what it is that it's building this in this consistency each and every day of like, how am I feeling myself? Because what happens when we don't, that's where burnout, that's where that we start to feel depleted in things in my mind and my body, and getting sick and all of these other things. Is that, and just because you do this doesn't mean that's not going to happen. But I will just tell you is that when you start out and you're feeding yourself and you're refueling yourself through these simple things, it can be an absolute game changer for you. I know it has in my life, from the times that I didn't do it and now making it consistent in everything that I do on a daily basis with these things. So that's what I've got for you. That ends the 3-part of Mindset Monday on 3 ways to have a better day. Doing something for your mind, doing something for your body, and don't forget doing something for your soul. So I hope that's been beneficial. Hey, let me know down in the comments. Hey, what are you doing? What are some of the things that you're doing on a morning, on a daily basis that is helping you, right, to have a better day? So I'd love to hear those and be able to share those with others. So as always, hey, thanks for watching, and I will see everybody back here next Monday. Bye-bye now.